Gerald Lucas here with another installment of Ask Gerald, where you get your real estate questions answered. Today's question comes from Dwayne. Dwayne writes from Leonia, New Jersey. And Dwayne writes, my wife and I have been trying unsuccessfully to buy a rental property for a while. Do you think we should try bidding at the sheriff's sale auction? That's a good question, Dwayne. You know, I think people often mistakenly believe that the auction is a great place to buy a property cheap. And auctions are certainly very convenient, particularly for sellers, to dispose of a property. And auctions deliberately try to create a feeding frenzy type of environment that's, competitive and public, etc., to get everyone at the auction into what's called an auction effect, which is a gotta have it mentality, which when they get this, they'll often pay more money than they normally would. So this is the situation that they're purposely trying to get, because what they're optimizing is the price that they get, the sellers. They want to get the highest price that they can. However, as a property investor, you maximize your return on investment by buying the property as cheaply as possible. And you can always win an auction by paying too much. And one of the big dangers of an auction is that normally there's at least one person who's dumb enough to pay too much for the property. And you compete with that person at your own peril. Because again, anyone can win the auction by paying too high a price for the property. And that's not where you want to be. What you want to do is, it's okay to go to an auction to observe and see how things work. But if you're going to participate in an auction, you need to do your homework before you go. You need to identify each property that you're going to bid on. You need to establish what the market value of each of those properties is, and then come up with a ceiling or maximum allowable price that you're willing to pay for that property, so that when you get at the auction, you don't get caught up in the auction effect and pay too much. So you go in knowing exactly what your ceiling is, the most you're going to pay, and that's it. And then you go and then you, carry through that plan. Because remember, anyone can win by paying too much. And if you pay too much, you're not winning, you're actually losing. So, caveat emptor, Dwayne. Thanks for your question. For more real estate information and tips, visit my blog at geraldlucas.com. I'm Gerald Lucas, and I'll see you again soon.